Hey everybody! Today's the day. We must defeat a Covenant 25 challenge. It's not gonna be stewardship, okay? Might be spellcraft. I know we could do new challenges as well, but I'm like, you know, maybe we should do new challenges. We haven't done overcharged. Your pyre can't take damage or you lose, but you get +2 energy and +2 capacity. It does get 1 damage shield. Oh, 2 damage shield. Alright, I mean, if we want to keep our pyre from taking damage, we need a high damage output in order to stop enemies in their tracks. So I really... It's tough. I kind of feel like you want like a melting champ with stats, and then like an Umbra allied clan to build up like some sick units in the background. Now I'm just thinking, do we want Little Fade? No, we want Rector for sure. And then I think we prefer Plink, just because Plink has a chance to kill super weak enemies. 1 subsuming blade. Alright, so this is very spicy. Our pyre cannot take damage. Also, it's Covenant rank 25. We don't really need cheaper units. We already have 2 energy extra per turn. The first time each turn an enemy unit dies, add 2 morsel units per hand. It's a good way to get some morsels. And we want stats. We want stats Rector. We don't have stats Rector. Alright, well, we want Harvest then. Maybe we can get stats next time. Okay. It's not the ideal start, but I don't think it's that bad. I definitely think you gotta be mighty careful. But I will say, enemy units attacking more doesn't give them a ton of extra survivability. So I'm okay with that. So what do we love? Dude, we love a Plink here. I mean, you know it, I know it. I know that this is not how this works, by the way. Hold on. Because, like, the morsels, when they get eaten, no longer count as a harvest trigger. Sorry, it took me a second there. So I still think we want this. I think we want Dreg in the front. And then I think we want a morsel to take a hit. And you're kind of like a trash morsel. Then I think we want the other morsels to get eaten by our champ, to make them a little better. And then we're gonna kill you anyway. We don't mind if we eat the other one. It's not that big of a deal. We just needed the Dreg to die, so we got the harvest trigger. Alright, so, you know, we might die. Because there's 45 damage. That's a lot of damage. 26. You're only taking 17 damage. I mean, come on, what are you, a baby? Okay, there, dude, I don't know, if the morsels die, I guess we want these gone. If the morsels die, I guess we're pretty stoked. Because, you know, if they get eaten, it's one thing, but if they die, then that's beautiful. We get the harvest trigger. So they actually give us more from a death than they give us from life. So I'm like, you just stack them up, dude. Why wouldn't you, I suppose? But then we do want to make our other train steward floor like as strong as possible. Oh, he eats him anyway. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, actually. Anyway, we made it through the first fight. We need some heavy units. Legion of Wax. Big Sludge. Good Overgorgers. We don't need survivability. We need killability. I don't feel like Molded is really like that. It's not really what we're looking for. If that's not what we're looking for, then skip it. We want a very tight deck. We want to keep our deck as tight as possible here. We already have 2 Mind Collapses. Making a morsel... You know, I actually think making a morsel is probably worth it because we have so much energy. We need Legion of Wax. It's non-negotiable. Then we want to pump Legion of Wax. Bang, bang, bang. As much as possible, as fast as possible. Big Umbra unit, Overgorger. Crucible Warden's pretty good. Alloy Construct is really good if we can get the fuel pumping, and I think we probably can. But Legion of Wax is a little bit more potent, and we need Legion of Wax to be able to get the kill ASAP. So I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I think we just do this. And then plus 25 HP we can't even afford, but that's okay. So this is not the best Legion of Wax of all time, but I think we need it. We can't turn that on. Armor 10 could kill us easily. We need to not... we need to get Legion of Wax upgraded as quickly as possible, which luckily we were able to do. But we do want you to pop as well. I don't know, it's tough. So we like that a lot. I definitely, because you have so little HP, I think that you can actually work pretty well back here. Thought maybe we'd get a little lucky. We're going to get a harvest trigger because of that, so that's pretty sweet. You don't have a burnout trigger. We need to find a way to do 1 damage to you. I don't think that's going to be a bit of an issue. Yeah, the train steward's already got you. So we know we want you here. We want you to get fuel. There's an easy way to make that happen. We don't want you to add trash to our deck. Trash to our deck could cause some serious problems. That gave us 2 extra morsels. We need to keep you eating for sure. And now I'm like, what about a dreg? I think a dreg at the back to do more damage to you, and we don't need the harvest trigger right off the bat. I mean, I can't believe we're trying to not take any covenant or any pyre damage on covenant rank 25. Like, that seems kind of ridiculous. But if it works, oh baby. Okay, there you go. We got some morsels. I mean, I was gonna say you're toasted. Like, we're getting way too many harvest triggers. There's oh my god, you can't stand up to this. Not that you could stand up to it to begin with, but like you're super torched. It's over. It's over for you. I mean, the Legion of Waxes alone are doing just stupid amounts of work. So we want to get an Umbra unit that benefits from gorging. We care not for these. Descend actually might be good. We might want to think about that in the future. We don't need these. We want a unit that gorges well, like Lifesteal, for example. So we're going to come here. Shadow Eater's not good enough. Morsel Master is like... I don't want to gum up the gears with another unit. I want to make sure I'm drawing the right banner units as quickly as possible. We don't ascend or descend units right now. So, we will take this, even though the odds of it being useful are extraordinarily low. Copy a card or copy a card 5 times. I think you definitely just say forget gorging and you copy one of these Legions of Wax, and that by itself is going to do an awful lot of damage just on the floor. We really, again, it's less about, you know, is it the optimal floor, and more, can it stop our pyre from taking damage? And I mean, if it stops our pyre from taking damage, I guess that's like as optimal as it gets. So you're going to explode 2 times, which is super dangerous. But on the other hand, you don't do anything. So, we want a Legion of Wax down here. I think we don't mind you right here. And we're going to have you just eat up. You're going to be eating good. Here, we're not going to summon you, because if we summon you, you're going to die. Although, I'm like, okay, if we get a Train Steward out there, it'll tank 2 hits. You'll take 10 damage, but we'll also get 2 harvests, so I think you'll break even on HP. And you'll kill an enemy, which is the most important part of this. I don't care about losing a Train Steward, at least. So a Plink is still super valuable here. Now we got 4 morsels in hand. Then we definitely want a Legion of Wax up at the front. It dying is like, it's irrelevant. We actually like that it dies, assuming it works the way I think it works. We could put a morsel up at the front. Do we want to damage you? I mean, I think we just want to feed you. I mean, I suppose you could... We could get a harvest trigger, but we'd rather eat this morsel, probably. Maybe. We need a Train Steward to get you. Oh, you're dying to morsels. That's so embarrassing. You must feel super dumb. Alright. Well, harvest triggers are going to be coming fast and furious. You guys are doing wonderful stuff. Just keep that moving. Keep that energy, okay? Now, we love this. You're still dying? I guess it's going to explode, and then you're going to come back around? I don't know, man. Well, here's the thing. We're going to hit you with one of those regardless. And we want you to just pog out of your mind. And then, I don't know, man. I'd actually prefer for you to block a hit, quite frankly. So far, it seems pretty good. Seems like we kind of got this one under control. We can definitely mind collapse you if we have to. We do not. In case that's not abundantly clear. Now we should look, because you have so much, you have 7 fuel. I'm like, I feel like you should have this guy eat good stuff. that allows him to get stronger for when he splits. And the same is actually true for you guys. Not that it's, like, relevant at all right now, but... Similarly, I would much rather have my drag take a hit here. And the train steward has nowhere to go. I mean, this seems pretty good right now. Certainly, I mean, with everything we got going on, you guys are both dying, but that's totally okay. We'll just kill you. I mean, what do we care? We just want more morsels up here. I think that after killing this boss, and it seems pretty likely that that's what's going to happen. But after killing this boss, we want some draw. Can't fit him anywhere. We already have tons of capacity. On top of that, tons of capacity. We got tons of energy. Sorry, Ember. So we'll be better off taking some draw here. I mean, this one, it wasn't even close. But this is one where it could all go wrong in a heartbeat. I think we tend to have leftover energy, so an X payout card is not bad. Overgorger, it's like, the problem is, how much capacity do we have? We have like 7 capacity. We have +2 capacity each floor, so we have 776. We could fit an Overgorger in a Legion of Wax, but why? You know? I think it's kind of like too late for the Overgorger. Not too late to make them work, but I think it's too late to find a spot for them. We could maybe take the Overgorger and remove the Alloyed Construct. And then at the end, we could have an Overgorger and a Legion of Wax. You know, I think that's actually, I think it's a weird one, but I think that's our play. We definitely are not starving for morsels. So I think we would like to remove our robot. It's a bit of a dangerous play. Because the Overgorger is going to be not very good to begin with. But the Legions of Wax are kind of what we're hoping for there. We definitely want to remove it. Only one unit can gorge, you know. So we need that. We kind of need it to happen this way. Okay, we'll heal our pyre for no reason. Remove, consume, and cost 1 more. No, I mean maybe, but if anything, we'd rather just have you be gone. Plus 20 magic power and consume. The plinks can actually get pretty sweet with that. And hear me out here, like. This is maybe our best use of this. So we need the Overgorger to pop like it's not even funny. We need him to pop as soon as possible. We are summoning more morsels than I've ever seen in my entire life. You hate to see it, but you gotta go for this harvest play. We will not turn on any trials, I think. I'm very nervous here. We need the... Oh, definitely not that one. We need the Overgorger to get as strong as possible, as fast as possible. Which is, I guess, what you want from every unit, but like this one's a really big deal. You do 14 damage. Okay, hold on. We know we need a Legion of Wax out there to destroy you. I was thinking about busting you open, because then we'd get more damage output for the next floor. So, like, I might be dumb, but hear me out here. I feel like at least you get something out of it there. We need to find a way. We get 1 damage shield. That's something. This is our super plink. I think you want to play it. And then you have to gorge like a son of a gun. Like, you got to get going like crazy. You're dead, which is amazing. I'm just trying to think about where... The only other place you can put this Legion of Wax is up here, so you might as well get it moving. And do we care about putting 2 train stewards? I guess we care about putting 1 train steward back there. We can at least nuke you, and then like this one doesn't have a place to be. This is a great start. We're more than capable of dealing with that wave, but we got more waves coming. It's a we went blues sort of situation. So I don't think Plink's getting anything killed. So you definitely love the idea of like, you know, you getting out here. And we super do not mind you taking a hit for us here. I think. And then we will play... Why? 3 plinks. Alright, it's all like... That's good. This is what you want to see. This is what you want to see. You want to see X's all around. So we love that. I don't mind you getting hit because you're still dying. So I think we need the Overgorger to just get disgusting. And we need it, yeah, I was just going to say we need him to get as much attack as possible. So just like that is pretty sweet. Is pretty good. So I think we should be okay. You guys are toasted. It's wonderful news. We wouldn't mind putting a dreg up in front just so these guys can maybe get an extra attack out. And again, it's all about getting this Overgorger to frickin' pop. Huge plinks. You love to see it, but before you love to see it, you gotta get as many gorges out here as possible. I don't think we're getting a plink kill. So yeah, just send it. So I think our Overgorger is quite potent now. If we could give them more of everything. More, we want a multi-strike, we want more attack, we want more defense. I think we definitely don't want these. I really like this deck, it's quite tight right now. I think we can find a place for Cannibalize. Honestly, we're probably going to take capacity from our next boss if we're lucky enough to live. We can't do it. It's going to screw up our gorges, I think. But I don't know. Having 2 Legions of Wax on the same floor is kind of humorous. I think we can cannibalize some dregs. Even if we're not getting the harvests on the right floor for our champion, I think we can still make it happen. We need unit upgrades, of which these are not. But, yeah, hindsight is this path didn't really make that much sense to take. We do need removal. Even more than the Train Stewards after this, we kind of need Plink to go as well. And, of course, you can't afford anything, but... Alright. So we haven't taken any fire damage so far. I'm pretty impressed. We're not going to give units armor 15. That's just insanely dumb. Overgorger is sitting at a 52-15 right now. It's pretty good. So here's the deal, brother. Like, no matter how strong you guys get, I mean, pretty big fans of the Super Plink. And we know we want you here. We know we want you here. And then we know like, the way to success is paved with your food. There you go. Plus 30 HP early on, not too bad. So we know we got another Legion of Wax, we got Mind Collapse. Really want to sack a dreg, but it can't be done. We could sack a Morsel Maker, but... Okay, so you're coming up here. We're getting plus 60 on this floor, that seems pretty good. I know you're like, just sack him, dude. I don't like it. What I do like, though, is this Mind Collapse, so these guys don't get unnecessarily stronger. And then, what's your +4? Here's the thing. We don't need to play Making a Morsel. Even though it's a good morsel, I think we'd rather feed extra numbers of times, because even though Making a Morsel is great, and it, yeah, we need the HP I think on this one. It really sincerely is. We want him to get powered for the future, not just for the here and now. Okay, so we don't want this Legion of Wax to burn itself out too quick, and obviously that's it's kind of looking like that's exactly how this is going down right now. But that's okay. So we want you. Oh, we'd like you to live. We're not gonna get you to live, but we could put up a blocker for you. I don't mind that at all. You're living if we do that? Not on my watch. Okay. We still like it. Oh, it's piercing. We should have used it on that guy. You're still in a world of hurt. Yeah, this is still pretty good. It's not like you're gonna kill the Overgorger. Just because a unit made it up there doesn't mean things are necessarily too bad. We'll just keep... Oh, it's a good one, too. Okay. So, dude, I mean... you don't need a PhD to figure out the reason why I took... Umbra melting in the first place was to basically create this exact situation. So we're just... Oh, but you're gonna eat it now. I'm so stupid. I will admit, some units are making it through. And I would rather they didn't. So let's stop them. But our Overgorger's doing some great work right now. You? I'm like, wait. I mean, to be honest, you taking a little morsel miner might pay dividends. But do we really want you to take it, though? No, I don't think so. You can do that, though. It's a little wonky. But again, you get every other unit will get the benefit of what you just got there. So that's what we like to see. We're barely making it. I wonder if the train steward actually made the difference there. So if we're gonna kill you on this floor anyway, you should cannibalize this. We also learned some valuable intel about how that works now. And now you got a lot of extra gorges. I know when you're at the start of this, you were like, "There's no way this guy makes it," but all of a sudden, somehow, it appears like we got a chance. Nobody's more surprised than I am. I promise you that. Stat champ, not required. Harvest champ's all you need. There's a world in which that is like a game winner for us. I don't think we need any of these, although I will admit, if you draw it early, there's like insane potential on prism retrieval. We tend to have an energy surplus. I'm willing to make it. I'm willing to give it a chance. What's our boss? He gets stronger the more units we summon. Not amazing. This deck's getting tight though. Okay, so we definitely... Teeth of God is not amazing, but it'll do a decent job of taking out some of these backline units. The last train steward's got to go, and then we're in a bit of a weird spot. The dregs are not amazing, so I think they're next. The plinks have actually helped us more than I would have thought they would have been able to. And we have an Overgorger. We definitely wanted to have more HP. But I also feel like a multi-strike is really good. A large stone is pretty solid as well. We can, I mean, we're only fitting morsels on your floor, so. Alright, so basically we just built in like relentless protection for it. Alright, second boss. No matter what, I'm pretty pleased with myself. You're adding trash to our deck, so I'm very happy we took draw. But getting through these units can be tough sometimes. So we know we like this. Oh my god, he's huge. We know we like this. You die. Yeah, it's better that you die so you don't fill our deck with more garbage. Then at least you get some morsels so you can pog up. And then honestly, why don't you take a hit for me? Really appreciate it. So, with the morsel eating, this guy's not making it past our Overgorger, that's for certain. You guys might make it. You know what? We could get the luckiest plink of all time. We got a lucky plink. I wouldn't say the luckiest of all time. We haven't summoned 2 units yet, so hold on. Yes, yes, yes. The next step is, you know, what's better here? I do admit, making a morsel, I think it might be worth it to spend 1 extra energy, and then this will give all of our Legions of Wax in the future better stats as a result. And then we can just trigger on the... Probably you got enough HP, I would say. Trigger on the damage for now. Oh! I didn't even think about it. Might as well toss these guys in here just to exist. They're not taking up too much space for a Legion of Wax to fit. One of them's dying anyway. Okay, we're doing a good job here. This is going very well. So we love you at the back, I think, here. That's a lot of damage coming out. We got a bunch of plinks. I mean, that was something we should have done earlier. Because we know we want you to eat. We're probably ignoring Legion of Wax a little bit more than we should, but... We should consider giving that bottom floor 1 morsel in order to kill that unit before it makes it any further up. There's 0 units available for prism retrieval, which is like exactly the thing you're concerned about, but... okay, so I'll tell you right off the bat. We don't care for cannibalize. It only does 3 damage, but if we eat 2 morsels, yeah, but why would we do that when we could instead just get 3 million energy? And this is doing 24 damage. I mean, we can kill whoever we choose here. Probably would prefer to keep the deck from getting too bloated. I'm just studying it. You know how dogs is and all that. You're gonna die from the final hit no matter what. I think it's okay. I think I'm learning to let go here. Oh, you know what? We can actually, yeah, let's ice you. Let's put this morsel at the front so it takes a hit. This morsel at the back. Then we can get you with this. Or you for that. Yeah, we can, I mean, it doesn't really matter at all. And this is not even worth... We'd rather consume it because there's no units it can hit. Alright, so we cleared out all the statues. We got 3 waves remaining. Everything's looking pretty solid, as I can take it right now. When you're dead, you're gone. So we're a little spooked by that. Really needed to hit you. I mean, so you can do this, and then sack it, and then do this maybe. When you guys are gone, you're gone, which is spooky to me. But here's the thing: eating this morsel will kill this unit, which is worth something for me. But we're gonna kill that unit anyway. You know what? When you're right, you're right. You got a good point. Might as well. 2 more of these bad boys and call me in the morning. Okay. Okay. We do want you to be closer to death. I think we need you to be closer to death. This is very... It might seem like we're going a little bit over the top. But it's all in... You know, there's a good reason for it. Dude, it would be super nice to kill you and do 223 damage to you. I don't think it's going to be necessary. But I think it's gonna rule, so let's do that, and then get to like, again, I'm still kind of like into this mindset right now. Like, it actually is not that bad of an idea to put some morsels down on the bottom floor. That way, the units will live, and the Legion of Waxes will actually get a little stronger as well. It's worth a try. It actually worked, so it's better than worth a try. And let's be honest, it's not like our Overgorger is struggling. And then, like, the whole game plan, really, for the end game, is gonna... And we're getting mighty close to it, which is amazing to me, I assure you of that. Is putting a morsel in front of... Or putting a Legion of Wax in front of our Overgorger, at which point, like, we're in an amazing position. So I'll be honest, I do kind of want to Overgorge here. But our Pyre can't take damage, so maybe... maybe no thank you. And instead we'll just... Oh, okay, hold on. Sack a morsel. Also gives you a harvest trigger. And it can't hurt to make your morsel... your Overgorger that much stronger. But are we really gonna finish this? That's huge. Are we really gonna finish this? With our Pyre having never been hit? I don't see it happening. I see the real danger is approaching. Anyway, you might make it through this floor. And you are going to make it through this floor. Not that concerned about it. No, there's no reason to be concerned. Okay, so... But do I want to sack one of you? That's a scary thought. You know what? I don't think we do. I'm not that worried about making sure the Overgorger's absolutely yoked. Just him living and getting a kill here is fine. I will say, you know, while we're here... Might as well. Okay, so that Overgorger is just nuts. Trample is huge, actually. On the Overgorger, it now becomes like a monster. I don't think we need capacity. Our Overgorger is 171.80. I think, like, more draw. I think that's really the way. We have so much energy and capacity, we got it to spare. And I do think, hold on. Legion of Wax stacked, Overgorger stacked. Okay, we might as well take the free relic then. Might as well. And as far as duping goes, we don't want another Legion of Wax or another Overgorger. But I will say a second... I mean, this is pretty good, but a second Shroud Spike seems like it could play a pretty big role. Now, you got stats, but I'd rather just give you the Heavy Harvest. Ooh. I was faking it. But anyway. I don't want to turn it on because I think our Legion of Wax is too weak. That's my one weak spot right now. I'm like, our Legion of Wax is not very tanky. So we could do Overgorger Legion of Wax on the same floor. Can't be that floor. The only time you would do it is if you really need to. So you know you're coming down here. And you're dying. Just kidding. Legion of Wax in front, probably. I stand by this. We're building stats at a record pace. All we want up here is a Legion of Wax. Alright, so again, I don't really expect our Legion of Wax to be that good. But I do expect it to do something. Getting both Shroud Spikes on the same turn is like a slap in the face. You're living. How can such a thing be possible? Well, we don't mind you living, to be honest. Although you are doing 38 damage. Hold on. Start here. Get 2 of these bad boys coming out. Because the Overgorger is very important for our next fight. Now... like, Shroud Spike has some merit, okay? I do want you to die. I hate to spend on it, though. Like, that's not a great spend. I think it's still kind of worth it, though. Having another Shroud Spike back here helps out a lot. It helps make that decision a lot easier. Okay, so the Overgorger needs Trample. This is easy. Prism Retrieval. What do you even have? There's like a Dreg left? You could give a Dreg incredible stats before it dies. Don't really recommend. So we want to summon 2 units? Sure. Why not? We can summon a Dreg right there. And we can still make a morsel. Up here, gives us a bunch of energy. We could give you Trample, which is very, very essential. Maybe a little of an overspend. We got 2 more morsels. I don't mind, because this guy has Trample. I really don't mind now. And then we can make a super drag. And as you can see, it is very super indeed. Now, all in all, it might look a little spiced. But, I mean, this guy's up here doing 212 trample damage. Not to mention, our champ is a 74-270, which is pretty great. So we're going to ice you for sorting. You had double plinks. If you got super lucky, it could have worked, but clearly that's not the case right now. Honestly, get out of here. Yeah, I don't want to see you. Sorry to say it, but I don't wish to see you. And then I'm like, HP is probably more important. Just to make sure, if possible, you live through our relentless wave. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but it's still something that bears mentioning. We aren't doing as much damage as I'd like. I'm willing to admit that to you. So we kill a unit. This is a really weird one. We love this, for sure. Then do we go straight into Mind Collapses? We need the Mind Collapse for 2. I guess we'd rather just spend 2 energy first. Might get lucky. Do it again. And you know what? Now start using those morsels as harvest triggers. You're smoked. You'll get eaten if we don't need you. If we don't need you, then you know what? Give me one of these. And give me 2 more of these, and I don't know, are you still doing okay? You might as well eat. I don't think anybody's getting through the mess here. You love to see that. 251.35. Look, you're gonna make me say it. It'd still be nice. Well, that was just a bad play. It'd still be nice to get multi-strike somehow. I don't know how we'd do it, but it would be nice. Alright, I don't know about your plinks here, brother. I'm starting to think that these plinks might not be the play. We gotta spend, though. It's all gonna come down to this overgorger. Your plinks could work, but you need 5 of 6 of them to hit. Not recommendable. So here's what I would think. That's not a harvest, that's a slay. So I think we would give ourselves a harvest trigger. Should give us a lot more damage, actually. And then, I still think we're going to destroy you. So I think we might as well have the Overgorger eat as much as possible, rather than just trying to kill you on the bottom floor. And then the Plink is kind of, it's not irrelevant, but there's not much relevance. So, oh, now you're dead anyway. That's wonderful news. Not that that's going to help us out too much, but okay. I mean, dude, we actually may be making it happen here. Don't really need Endless, although Endless on a Legion of Wax is kind of interesting. As like a failsafe. So I'm thinking. We got no more upgrades that are required. So removal is big. And the dregs are still useless. This is a tight deck. I'm really proud of the way we run this challenge, to be honest. To the extent that I actually don't know if it even is warranted to dupe anything else. Like, I'm really pleased with where we stand, quite frankly. If anything, I'd like to remove all of our bad plinks. I actually, like, don't see any of these really benefiting that much from holdover. Even making a morsel. If we could just make this plink a little better, that's cheaper than removing it. We don't really need to make anything cheaper. I guess, oh, you know what? Before you do this. Plus 30 and burnout 1. We don't have any units that do that. Spell cards with consume could be discarded. Lifesteal 2. Free morsel per turn is actually, I think that's a spendable. And then I'm like, you know, okay, maybe we do want something with holdover. I don't think it's that, dude. Honestly, I'm like, I don't know what you do. I think you reroll and fish for, yeah, maybe like an even better plink. Because we spent our relic, or we spent our money on relics, we can't really remove anymore. So, you attack every turn, apply melee weakness to the front unit, and you gain attack on rally and incant. Well, there's good news and bad news there. The bad news is I really can't help but to summon on some floors. Hold up. I'm walking it through. We got 2 free units. We play them. We use Prism Retrieval. No matter what it hits, we're gonna pog out of our gourd. Or would we rather play Prism Retrieval and then play our free units? That way we could still get enough to play the other Legion of Wax. I think that's the play. I think that's the play. This was the only thing you could not hit, for the record, and still make me happy. So we don't want to put it on this floor. That's a given. You're doing so much dang damage, dude. I think this is okay. I think this is where we want to do it. Okay, So you got to play your cards right here. We wanted a Legion of Wax to be available at the front. That's a big play for us. Well, we actually need to be able to play an Overgorger as well. So hold on. Maybe we want to do it at the bottom because this is our low cap floor. Yeah, I think it has to happen at the bottom. You'll fit, right? Oh, no, 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 no. Well, I guess we're putting the Overgorger at the frickin' front, dude. He got a little he's taking 69 damage. That's terrible news. Breathe. It's not over till we say it's over. We need to not take the damage. Yeah, even though it's going to rally you, we have to do that. End this. Okay, we're taking 26 and we're going to get dazed. Still not amazing for the record. Now we can start pumping up. Like, I think we want this Legion of Wax to get pumped so that he gets as strong as possible. You got multi-strike, so we need a damage shield and an HP one. Okay, so there's you. We got energy coming? No, we already spent it. Okay. What do you got? What do you got for me? Lifesteal? That's a huge one. Okay, what do you got? Damage? Lifesteal? Oh, can't fit you anymore? That's fine. This guy, we're still going to want you to have damage. We're going to want you to have lifesteal. Can I kill anything? Yes. So we do it. Following this, there's no space for this final morsel. Eat the lifesteal, or no, eat the damage shield morsel 4 times. This Legion of Wax is about to become our new best friend. And the Overgorger is going to do what it can. The great news, we don't have to summon anything on the top floor. We might want to play a spell, but we don't have to summon anything. Okay, so there's some gimmies here. This is the first gimme is this right here. We still want you to get as strong as possible. I have not neglected that. We need you to get trampled. We know that's all roads to success lead through that regardless. But you're kind of like, you're a big part of this for me. You need the damage shield. Honestly, you getting lifesteal would be Pog City, and you're going to be able to make that work. That's huge. So you're going to get back to full HP. So we love you having this then. Honestly, on Incant, you get a +1. I don't think we do it. I think instead we just summon a Morsel Maker, and there's no reason to really cannibalize unless we want to get a harvest trigger, but then we'd rally twice on this floor, which I don't think is worth it. But I'll tell you, we will still play this. Suppose we could have stopped that Legion of Wax at the top from running into trouble. Alright, so again, it's big brain plays, right? You're healing to full, which is exactly what we needed. You're still doing fine up here. You're going to get hit, but this is what the damage shield is for. So we want good Morzels. How are we going to get good morsels? This is a pretty good one, just by default. We got a Mind Collapse, so we're going to play the Mind Collapse. I would say we love having the extra HP. We don't want to incant on this floor. Are you getting it off the... No, these don't count as a rally trigger. Oh my god, that's so good. We're still going to incant on this floor, because we're going to kill you. I'll live with that. We still like you having +4 damage. Don't get me wrong. And then Overgorger still gets to gorge. We still like it. It's a good plink. Do we care? I don't think we care. I think you can sack. It's a good harvest trigger. Give your Overgorger more HP, and then you can also put 2 of these bad boys up here. And all of a sudden, it you know, didn't seem possible, but we're kind of stabilized. More lifesteal on that guy is really good. If we could make it happen. We could also have him eat a health morsel for like insane value. Wow, you're almost dying too. That's pretty bad. So maybe we're not as stable as I thought we were. But the first play, we know we're gonna get you to trigger off of this, which is unfortunate. But I think we have to make sure. Like the Overgorger is such a big part of our damage plan. It's like, what's more important, the lifesteal or the HP? It's a tough call. I think the lifesteal does great work if we can make sure not too much damage makes it up. We like you taking this hit for sure. Let's go. That's also pretty big. You honestly might as well take the hit for this. Oh, they're both the same. Okay. HP, lifesteal. I think you... Again, it's an incant, but for you to get 10 lifesteal off of this is pretty amazing. And then also, hey, 4 HP. And you might as well, honestly, just come out here and get eaten. Get destroyed. I'm starting to think that there's a real chance. It's not the easiest run I've ever been a part of. But that's not what you expect when you get into Challenge City. And I'm very proud of myself for thinking these all through. So I'll tell you right off the bat, we want Morsel Miner down here. Him having, I don't know, I think we'd rather keep the lifesteal going on this guy. They're both very big parts of our plan, but this Legion of Wax is actually like he's pogged out of his mind. I don't mind using an incant on you, even though it makes you slightly stronger. To keep these two alive, to keep one of these two alive, I would do it. You want this lifesteal, hold on. Don't get greedy. I know it's an incant. But then still, you're doing 31. Like, you do one hit. Okay, kill this trash morsel. And then give a damage shield to the other one. And this doesn't do anything. We might as well, we can plink it down here. Okay, is big like no promises territory? And again, to keep you alive, because it doesn't matter if you die, but we'd like you to die as late as possible. We'll spend what we need to spend to make it happen. Needed to get you on that. So you're torched. That's great news. Trash morsel. Do you live? No. Trash morsel. Do you live? No. Is there any way you're gonna live? Because how's this gonna work? 10, 15. With spell weakness, you're getting hit for 66. One more unit should do it. You're living. That's crazy. Alrighty. 500 damage on this floor is not that bad. Now we want to avoid the incants on this floor if possible. Okay, so we gotta, hold on. Looks something like this. I think you make a Morsel Miner. Now you're taking 800 damage. This one little guy changed things that much. Plus 4, unlikely to change things too much. I'll just level with you. I think we would plink this floor. Give it a second plink. Okay, what about a little lifesteal on you? 10? Oh, you're running into trouble. I don't think the lifesteal's the ticket. I definitely think, oh, the morsels are not doing that much either anymore. 851. It's okay. We'll give the lifesteal to you because you're still pogged. I still think the incant is probably worth it. Now you're taking 982. I probably would not cannibalize anything. Okay. Dude, if you had told me this might be the first challenge we're about to win, I would have been surprised. And we're not there yet, but this is the moneymaker rate. Dude, we did. I can't believe it. Look at that. Okay, so it's very simple. All the other challenges pale in comparison. Just take the one where your pyre's not allowed to take any damage. All of a sudden, I'm pogged. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'm back on the horse, baby. Just do melting Revenant or melting Umbra every time. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!